We're going to have a little tete-a-tete with a big chef in Ghana. Yeah, she travels all around the world. She explores food, and she's here this time to talk about food with us. She's a chef and an African food tourist. Her name is Bibiana Gyasi. Let's welcome her. Welcome to Changes.
Thank you so much.
You look amazing.
You too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is by Alex Collections. Alex Collections, thank you for making me look stunning every time I walk into the studio. Alex Collections, God bless you. Right, Bibiana, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
How long have you been in Ghana? Because I hear you're globe-trotting all around the universe.
It's been 2 weeks. Oh, it's a week or 2 weeks.
When are you leaving again?
A week or 2 weeks.
Next time, me I like
you.
Me pay albums in the media. Albums, you know albums?
Album.
Thank you.
Okay.
I like that a lot. Right. So you're a food tourist. How did you end up in this industry?
That's a very interesting question. Thank you for the question. So I started off as a recipe creator, a content creator in 2020 during COVID. A lot of us found a new passion during COVID. And I mean, when I started, I was just creating recipes of things that I liked. And then along the line, I realized that, wait, what are the stories behind these recipes you're making? Like, you like a boom, what's the story behind it? I like wache, what's the story behind it? So I'm a very curious person naturally. So my curiosity led me to start asking these questions and to find the answers to them. And that is how traveling came in for me. So I started by just traveling around, you know, my local community, other regions. That's how I started, and now I travel across Africa and even beyond to explore different recipes and the commonalities, the uniqueness, and all of that.
What has been your most interesting, most fun, most loving, most inspiring, most educative trip?
I would say that, I mean, I would choose one, but they've all kind of fed into the other. The first trip I actually ever took was not even in Africa, it was Singapore. But when I went...
all the way?
Yes, I was like, wait, my first trip, 16 hours. When I went, I saw how the food was, how organized everything was, and how intentional they were about, you know, their foods. And I mean, that inspired me to even want to go to African countries and do the same for them. Because I realized that when I did that trip, people really were interested in, okay, we want to know about this. So I was like, well, let me do that for African foods as well. So I would say the most inspiring, educative, all the things she said is probably like my latest trip, which is to Nigeria. Oh my God, Nigeria is an amazing place.
I can't imagine.
Nigeria was amazing. They are very similar to us.
Yes.
Whenever I say it, people will be fighting me, but there's so much similarities between Ghana and Nigerians, our cuisines, even the way we behave and all of that. So it was amazing. I met a lot of people. They were very welcoming to what I did. So I would say that would be the one. But like I said, all the other ones have fed into the Nigerian trip and why we are here today.
Right, Nigeria. Favorite Nigerian dish so far since you were there?
I would say amala.
Konkonte. Amala is called konkonte in Ghana here.
Yeah.
And I'm too white to, I eat konkonte. I like it with and cutting quine, yes.
Yeah.
Konkonte and cutting quine with some small inkruma inside.
That's good.
What do I say? Now what tolo beef nana they want to honum. Konkonte. Right, so amala.
Yes.
But they eat it like the way we eat our teas here, right?
Yes.
I haven't tried that combination before, but now that you've told me that was your favorite, I will see how best I can incorporate the ayoyo, right?
Yes, the ayoyo, they call it ewedu, but it's the same thing.
So okay. And then they are almost chubisana. I saw some beans in the amala. It looked like they used beans to do it. We do the granite, like I'm saying.
Yeah.
But apart from the ayoyo, I see something.
There's a yellow.
Yes, that yellowish thing. Is it beans?
I don't know if it's beans, but it actually tastes really nice. Yeah, I liked it.
Right. Any inspiring thing? I mean, we would like to know because, like you said, they are brothers and sisters, whether they like it or not. We fight all the time, but we love you.
Yeah.
So, what other food? Let's stick to the food. What about other inspiring things did you learn concerning food in Nigeria?
So I learned how connected they are, their food industry. They are not doing things in isolation. So, for example, I went to speak at the Nigerian Food Summit on Africa Unites, how Africa can use food to explore Africa, to put Africa food on the global map, right? And in that room, there was everybody in the food space, from the food stylist, the food photographer, the culinary students, and it was really fascinating to see how united everybody was to push in Nigerian food. And that's something that I took with me, that I really want to see that happening here in Ghana, because a lot of us are working in silos, like we are not working together. And so that is one of the most fascinating things that I actually picked from Nigeria.
Right. Inclusion.
Yes.
Inclusion and pushing food. Right. So, apart from Nigeria, which happens to be the African country, the recent African country you've been to, are there any relations? Like you said, Nigeria and Ghana, we are pretty related even in our food. Are there any African countries that you've been to that has that kind of similarities to Ghana? So,
I think I have been to a number of East African countries as well.
Ethiopia?
In terms of, I've passed through Ethiopia for like a couple of hours, but I would definitely be going to Ethiopia. Sure. I've been to Tanzania and then Rwanda. Yes, and as much as the food is not very similar, because the biggest shock I had when I went to Tanzania was that pepper is not an ingredient there.
Eh?
Yes, they don't eat pepper. So I was like, wait, what?
Wait. They don't eat pepper or they don't like pepper. You know, there's a difference.
They don't eat pepper. So the only pepper you would find is the chili pepper. And it's like this. You see how our chili is very big? Like you have big chili. Yes, it's like this.
And we even have varieties.
Yeah, varieties. They don't. And because of that, it's very scarce. And people don't even include it. If you go and buy food, if you are lucky, you'd have chili as like a side. That is if you request for it. So imagine my shock.
Hey!
Yes. Imagine my shock when I went to one of the communities. One thing I do anytime I travel is the community kitchen. So I gather the community, we cook a traditional Ghanaian dish and a traditional dish from the country. So like a cultural exchange. So I said, I'm going to cook Ghana Jollof. There's no pepper anywhere. So the Jollof, there was no pepper inside.
Atarodo.
There was no pepper in the Jollof rice. It was a very fascinating thing. I was like, wow. And that is why I always say that Africa is not a country. Africa is so diverse.
Continent.
Like, even if you pick Ghana, look at how diverse our cuisine is from region to region. So it's saying that, oh, I had African food. You're not saying anything.
No.
So that was quite a shock for me. In terms of how welcoming the people, I think across Africa, I haven't been to any place where I feel like, oh, I'm not welcomed, or, yet, I hope I don't get to experience that. But
no, I'm not sure you will.
Everybody's like open to, especially when you say I'm from Ghana. Because Kwame Nkrumah is popular across Africa.
Right.
Sarkodie and Black Sheriff are also very popular across Africa. So anytime you say I'm from Ghana, they will mention either Kwame Nkrumah, Sarkodie, or Black Sheriff. And they are like, oh, you're from Ghana, I know this, I know that. So it's always very, very interesting.
Wow. They don't eat moko?
No.
Meko?
Yes.
Okay, so that if you're planning on traveling to Tanzania, which they have really nice beaches, and people go there a lot, please carry some atarodo.
Oh, it's very important.
Some moko with you.
It's very, very
important. There's this chili oil I carry along with me in every travel. It's called akabanga.
Yes, I've seen it. I've tried it before. It's really good.
Everywhere I go.
Yes, it's very important.
That is my MTN. Everywhere I go.
Because you never know.
I never knew about the Tanzanian eating pepper.
Yeah. Rwanda was also same because they're all East Africans. But I think Rwanda...
I got akabanga from Rwanda.
Oh, really?
Yes. I bought akabanga all the way from Rwanda to Ghana here for months. And I kept going through Ghana asking about the oil until I just discovered it in Ghana about 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I came from Rwanda about 2023.
Wow.
That's when I went to Rwanda Trace TV Awards.
Okay.
And I came with akabanga. And to Rwanda, they mean Modimoko. Modimoko pa. Into Tanzania, we'll trip there.
Okay.
We have to introduce them to pepper. In fact, you have to introduce them to pepper.
So do you know something? When I actually went, I went to Shito.
Right.
And I made them try Shito. Oh my God. They almost died. I also went with the hot one instead of the mild.
Right.
Yeah. They almost died. They were coughing all over the place. They said it's not something they are used to. Like their taste buds is not used to like that kind of heat.
You brought a disease to them, right?
It's very interesting.
I think that if you're watching and you're into Didishito, you're a distributor of Didishito, please transport some exports. This to Tanzania, what do you say? And to Rwanda as well. And I'm sure, yes, I'm sure you'd make a lot of money. I shouldn't have said this. I should have pursued myself. Right. What's your favorite ingredient when it comes to food?
I have a lot of favorite ingredients.
Okay, then let me categorize them.
Okay.
Let's make it tete-a-tete. Favorite carb?
Sweet potatoes.
Oh, yes. That's interesting.
Yes.
Favorite legume?
It used to be beans, but I think now it's bambara beans.
So which beans is the... Because which one?
The regular beans, the
black eye beans.
Yeah, and then bambara. Bambara is like...
Bambara is
aboboy, yes.
Hi, me feel it too.
Yeah.
It just takes quite longer.
Yes, you have to soak it overnight.
But I love bambara.
Yeah, it takes
Ooh, okay.
Your gas will finish, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Favorite vegetable, leafy vegetable.
Lettuce. Look, I like cabbage too.
Cabbage.
Yeah, I like cabbage. Like when you saute with salt.
Yeah.
And then some corned beef. Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay, I like asparagus.
Okay.
Right. My favorite vegetable.
I love bell peppers.
Okay.
Yeah, I love bell peppers.
Quite expensive. She's a bougie. Yeah. Right. And then the favorite spice?
Oh, that is where I'm going to struggle because I have so many. Currently, I'm just obsessed with star anise. It's just, when you add it to, it has this sweet, smoky aroma that I really love. But I also like cloves. I like ginger. But right now, you can't buy ginger, so...
It's quite expensive now, yes.
Yeah, but...
It's seasonal.
Yeah.
And now, favorite herb?
Parsley. I like coriander. I like dill.
Oh, thank you. You mentioned my favorite. Coriander. Some say call it cilantro, please. But your cilantro is very, very good. So far, how many countries have you explored?
So I've explored 6 countries so far. I have 2 coming up that I'm very excited about.
Out of the 6, which one surprised you the most? I mean, you had a culture shock with Tanzania and Pepe, but which surprised you as well? So
I would say Rwanda surprised me. And it wasn't even about food. Rwanda is an organized country.
Thank you. I mean, I've been there, so.
As someone who loves organization, I was like, you know what, should I move?
Yeah, but...
It's so organized from their transportation, the roads, everything is so organized.
Yes.
And I mean, that's something that I really enjoyed. And when I went, it was raining a lot, but it will rain and you see clear water. You don't see muddy water anywhere. I'm like, wow.
And again, it will rain again, and you don't see any water trapped somewhere.
Anywhere. So that was when I came back, I couldn't stop talking about it. And when I went to Rwanda, people were like, why would you go to Rwanda? And I'm like, you guys, you don't know how advanced those people have advanced in 30 years after their civil war. Like, they have done so well for the country. And I'm happy to say that a lot of people want to go to Rwanda. Some people have shared like, okay, I booked Rwanda because of you and all of that. So it's really nice that I'm able to, influence culture and travel within Africa. That's like my goal.
Now, talk of culture. Do you think the rest of the world look down on African culture?
Yes, they do. And I would even go as far as say we look down on African culture. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, not everybody, but...
Can you elaborate?
Yes, because a lot of times, and I've been there before, where we want to package our stories, our food, in a way that is palatable to the Western audience. So you'd see that we eat it with our hands, but then all of a sudden we are eating with the fork. We're eating fufu with the fork because, so I feel like as much as, yes, they do that, we also play a part in that. When you stand firm in what you believe in your culture and you are very proud of it, that's one thing I love about Nigerians. They don't play about their country.
No, they don't, yes.
About everything. It's like they are going to stand 10 toes down behind their people. And I think that is something that across Africa we have to start doing. And I love that a lot of countries are like getting up. Ghana did very well with the year of return, and tourism has boomed in Africa as a result, and all the other countries are like, okay, let's also work on our tourism, our tourist side, what message you want to put out there. We have to tell our stories. You don't have to wait for a foreigner to come and vlog it or tell the story for us. We have to put the narrative out there of, okay, this is how we want to be seen. And that's why for me, I want to put the food narrative of Africa there, that this is our foods, these are the stories behind it, our foods are amazing, it's nutritional. You can't say that African food is not healthy.
No.
It is very healthy.
Very.
So yes, I do think that it has to start with us. We have to be very proud. Me, if I'm eating with my hands, I'm eating with my hands. You eat burger with your hands. Why are you attacking me? That, oh, it's so nasty. Why are you eating food with your hand? Oh, I get attacked all the time when I post content and I'm eating with my hands. Like, they're like, where's the fork? I'm like, F-O-R-K.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it has to start from us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you're saying, so a few of the things that we need to do is push our narrative out there, irrespective of the pressure. That's how I say it. Or yes, the pressure the foreign countries, that's how I say it, outside Africa give us. I'm even surprised because when you go to India, 90% of the time they eat with their hands.
Exactly.
In fact, let me say Asia Malaysia, even when you go to Japan, it's their hands or the sticks. You don't even see the fork and the knife.
Exactly.
And I don't understand why they don't chastise them.
Yeah, it's always us.
So it's Africa, yeah, bro.
Bro.
Right, food. Favorite Ghanaian food.
Ish. So
first of all, before you answer that, hang on. I want to know what tribe you come from.
Oh, I'm a proud Otikoko Sonana.
Thank you. Yeah. Right. So what's your favorite food then?
I like a to. I really like a to. And I don't just like a to as a meal. I like the cultural significance of a to. It has a lot of story, has a lot of culture. And anywhere I go in the world, Eto is the first Ghanaian meal I talk about. Because I call myself the Eto ambassador. Like, self-proclaimed. Because there's so much richness from the ingredients to the stories, how they are used. So Eto would definitely be number one for me.
Do you want the original Eto? Because the original Eto is yam. Then there's the plantain. And so which of the Etos do you actually like?
So I like the semi-ripe plantain.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
But like you said, the original one, before the semi-ripe plantain, we had the unripe plantain. And that is eaten with okra. Yes. The first time
Body bunu.
Yes.
Unripe plantain.
For Eto. Yes. That is the traditional ones our forefathers used to eat. Before, yes. So,
do you know how to prepare that?
Yes, I did a video
done that?
with this.
I'll have to go and look at it on your social media. Wait, before we go ahead again, please, I'm aware of your social media. For those of you who are not so aware of your social media platforms, can you just please let them know so they can follow you right here? Okay,
so my social media platforms, ChefLifestyle, Chef and Lifestyle together. I'll just type Bibiana Gyasi. You find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Snapchat. You're going to find a lot of amazing things on my page, so please go and follow me. Thank you.
Please go and find out how to make the original Eto. Unripe plantain.
Yes.
Straight from the Enrekumba Ghana.
That one, when you're eating it, you put water by your side. Because if you are, you're in trouble. Yes. Yes. Wow. That's why they ate it with the okra, so that it would
go just
slide,
go down.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. There's a lot.
This one, I will talk about this after. You have to comment.
There's a lot about our foods and that's why for me, it's like my goal is, cooking is, everybody can cook, but like, what are the stories? We don't have to let these stories die. And my mom has been cooking for like over 35 years. She has very deep knowledge in Ghanaian cuisine, both like the north and then the south. And so I learn a lot from her.
Please continue to teach her. I think you have to do the eternal saying, or so in the 3 episodes.
Okay.
Or one was a reposti. Or one was a reposti.
When I go, I'm actually reposting when
because like I said, I have you on my social media, but I may not have seen it.
Yeah, that was like a year ago.
Exactly, as and when I joined you on there, and I had no idea about it.
Okay.
So for some of these particular foods, I feel that please, this one I'm personally begging you that some of these these foods that we do not have, I think you should keep hitting it every now and then so that we can have knowledge about it. But some of us may not be able to scroll all the way down.
That is very
to your old content, or you can pin it.
Yes.
Yes. You must say so we can learn about it.
I'll do that.
Right. Moving on.
Okay.
So, what are some of the misconceptions that, like you said, that Ghanaians, we are our own problem, so to speak, when it comes to pushing the narrative of our food? In as much as we are our own problems, I'd like to know, per your experience, what are some of the misconceptions that we carry with us when it comes to our cuisine?
Is there misconceptions that we have or other people?
No. We, since you're the ones saying that we are the ones who are not.
So I think a lot of things are changing now. I mean, for the better. A lot of people are proud of what they have now. Also because there have been people who have been pushing the narrative, sharing the stories, people like me and others. And so I would say things are getting better. In terms of misconception, I think the biggest one was that Ghanaian food is not healthy. That is something that was there for a very long time. Yes, actually. And there are different ways to look at it, right? One is it's not about the food itself, it's how it's served. So, for example, you grow up in a house, they are giving you rice and stew. The rice like this, the stew is like this.
I get you now.
Yes, meanwhile, the stew is supposed to be the main dish. And
and the rest will complement, yes.
And so, because of that, you feel like, wait, is this thing healthy? Or for our breakfast that we eat has a lot of sugar and milk. We wake up very early in the morning and eating sugar, brown with sugar.
I think that has been another culture influence from outside. Because
exactly.
We've been programmed to think that breakfast is always milk and sugar.
That is one of the problems.
It's a misconception.
Because for me, I can't eat sugar in the morning. I feel very nauseous when I eat sugar in the morning. So I don't even eat a lot of things with sugar, like breakfast.
It's not even advisable, like you're saying.
Yes. So because of that pattern, a lot of people saw that, Ghanaian food is not healthy because you're eating ampisi, it's 10, the stew is like this. But I think, once again, there are a lot of people that are rewiring how we see things. And now we have nutritionists who are specializing in Ghanaian cuisine, which is beautiful. Because first, you didn't have that. No. It was like general. So they'll tell you, Ghanaian food is healthy, but this is how you eat it. You take 2 plantains, you take a big bowl of contomere stew. That is the healthy way to eat it. And so I do understand where that misconception is coming from, but like I said, people are working to change that because our food is so nutritious. When you look behind me, what I'm cooking, it's called Ngereko. Ngereko. Rwanda. And it was a very interesting experience because like we were putting different things I had never seen being put together in the same bowl. What we are making is a sauce. It has beans, it has corn, it has garden eggs. Yes, it has carrots, it has green pepper. I was like, what are we making? But at the end of the this is their pap. It's like their ugali. So ugali, like let's say here our banku, but then it's a bit different. This we cooked banana, cassava, Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, beans, corn in the same bowl.
Very balanced.
Yes, very balanced. And then we had it. I tried it with them, and it was amazing. And when I posted this video, some of the comments I really got were people saying that African cuisine is just so much from the earth.
Yes.
It is from the earth, and that is like the natural way we are supposed to be eating. And so anybody that says that, Ghanaian food or African food is not healthy, you don't know what you're saying, or you probably have to rewire how you eat it.
The only potato chips. And that's Ngereko.
Yes.
I forget. Okay. Now I'm going to use the I like greens. So anytime I see greens, I'm so
happy.
I'm so happy. Now I want to ask your mother.
Okay.
You said she gave you a lot of stories, backstories about our African food.
Yes.
Which story kicked you the most? I mean, right now you made the tokic me. That is the story you have now told me.
Yeah.
But which one did your mother tell you? Since she says she had a lot of education about foods from both the north and then the mid sector of Ghana.
Yeah.
Which one really gave you that surprise? Wow,
that's a good question. A lot, but then there's one about why a Kan man or Asante man married multiple wives and how the wives, I should probably do like a video with that as a voiceover.
Yeah.
And why the wives, so back in the days, the wives did not stay with the husbands. The wives stayed in their father's house. So he has like 3 wives, they stay with their parents.
And this is the Ashantis?
Yes, the Ashantis.
It's not a Muslim system.
No, this is Ashantis.
This is Ashantis.
Yes, yes.
Cultural Ashantis.
Cultural Ashantis. And they stay with their parents. So everybody has their turn. You come and sleep this time, you come and sleep this time.
So they'll leave their parents and come to the man's house on a certain date.
Yes, cook, you bring your food and then you sleep. And the reason why they felt like they needed multiple wives is when the woman is on her period, she's unclean. So she cannot cook for you. She cannot, engage in those activities. So like you need multiples to service you during that time.
Why can't they wait?
They can't wait, so like
why can't they wait?
How does this make any sense? Sorry, before they come
on. No, feel free.
Yeah, so like that was a very shocking story for me because I was like, what? I think I've even seen a documentary of that. There's a page called Gold Coast something. They've also posted something like that. And sometimes when people say things like, we want women like our grandmothers, if our grandmothers could speak, maybe they wouldn't really like those practices.
Exactly, because then times the women was silence most of the time.
Exactly. So that's one of the stories I was like, wow, that's very, very interesting. I don't know if I would have survived in that. I'm glad I came when I came.
Did you experience that in any other African countries? Did you hear any stories like that pertaining to us?
No, not in that way. But then, for example, in Nigeria, a lot of their stories are very similar to ours. So I remember I was having a conversation with one of the chefs. He's called Chef Gibbs, and then we were talking about, when you think about Ghanaian food, what do you think about? And he said something about, he thinks about community. He thinks about warmth, welcoming. And basically that's Ghanaian food.
Yes.
Like before when you go and visit someone, before you even say, I came here for this, we give you water, we give you food. And when you say no to someone's food, that is taboo. Like you are rejecting my kindness and my friendship. And so there was very similar stories that I heard. And that's why for me, when I say Ghanaians and Nigerians are similar, I'm not just looking at it from social media banter. I'm just based on what I have seen and heard, especially when it comes to culture.
So does it mean that to you, food is the most common one, highly involved? I don't know. I want the right word, but let me just say. Do you think is one of the best ways to exhibit our culture, food, which brings people together in the world? Let me not limit it to only Africa.
Yes, 100%. Because, like I said, food is not only what we eat. Food is the stories, is the lessons. For example, in an Ashanti home, you're an Ashanti.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. We have a special plate for the dad. Nobody touches it.
Yes.
Daddy's plate. When we are serving the food, daddy is served first. Daddy will get all the meat. You guys will get the bones. Like, all that is like, it might seem like, it's just random, but that is teaching you, there's something called hierarchy in society. There are people who are the heads and the people that you have to go through certain things to be able to get to that point in time. When we are sharing food, we will serve the eldest child first and then the others will follow. That is all teaching you certain values. As to whether the values are great or not, I mean, that's not why we are here, but then certain things that happen when we are eating, even the communal way of eating, we all sit around the food, we eat, we have conversations. That is bonding, that is community, that is something that is missing in our society today, because
food always brings
everybody is doing their own thing, but knowing that when it's time to eat, we are sitting around the table, we are talking about what happened at work, what happened at school, that alone brings people comfort. So food for me is like, even if it's not number one, it's one of the top ones when it comes to culture, when it comes to exhibiting who we are as a people worldwide.
If it's not number one, which one is number one? Food, none.
Yeah, food is number one. And even when you look at certain countries, like for example, I love K-drama. And yes.
Have you been to Korea yet?
Very soon. I have to go.
Okay.
I love K-drama because I'm a very perceptive person. I don't watch things or do things just for doing sake. I'm always like, there's a reason. When I watch their movies and their shows and all that, I'm looking at, what are some of the intentional things they are doing? They have movies specifically about food. And you're watching the movie, you're being entertained, but you're learning, this recipe is from here. It comes from this region. It's eaten by the king, And I'm like, we have so many rich stories that we can incorporate into our movies and export it. And Korea has done such a great job exporting their movies. And because they incorporated their food into their movies, it has been exported as well. I'm sitting here, I know about bibimbap, I know about karage, I know about all these meals because I watch Korean series. I haven't been to Korea.
I know ramen.
Yes, ramen. All those things. I know all those things because I have watched the movie. And so food is a very important thing. And the countries, the governments, the people that have been able to capitalize and export their food. That's why we have a matcha craze in Ghana. Like, why don't we have a sobolo craze? But matcha came from somewhere, right?
That
yes.
That green thing. I don't like it. Let's go on.
Yeah.
Now, we are in a digital world now.
Yes.
I want to relate that to food now.
Okay.
Innovation and culture.
Okay.
Like you said, anyone coming in, there's something called original eto, which is just raw plantain. Food has evolved with time, and it keeps evolving. And again, now with the phones everywhere and social media everywhere, it gets crazy by the day. Now Ghanaian foods are being, there's gastro where they make the Ghanaian food. You see album, no, but it doesn't even look like albums. As a food chef, as a food tourist, as a food critic, because you happen to cut across all of it. Okay. Are you in support of innovation?
I'm not in support. It is my wish.
So
it is my wish. Actually.
Gastro, what's it called? Gastro. It will come to me. Go on.
So, for me, I'm also somebody who is very crazy about fusion, about elevating and expanding our palate, and I'll tell you why I believe in that. So, it's very, very important to know where it comes from. That is very important before you decide to make a fusion or make like a derivation of it. It's very, very important.
Gastronomy.
I didn't know that's what you were looking for.
Gastronomy. Thank you. Go on.
So, like I said, it's very. I'm not against it, but I'm also not. I feel like it has to be done the right way, right? So before you decide to create something different with something, you have to know where it comes from, why it is the way it is, before you create something out of it. And you have to acknowledge where it comes from. Okay, so for example, I create a lot of fusion dishes. I create a lot of creative dishes with our ingredients. And for me, the vision comes from our ancestors said that our ancestors created what we have today out of necessity, out of availability, out of where they were. And they didn't have access to the things we have now.
Yes.
And so when they created those things, it was like survival for them at that time. When we look at Ashanti cuisine, it's very dried and smoked and stuff like that because they didn't have a seed to have fresh fish. Mm-hmm. But now we have fresh fish. Mm-hmm. So what do we do with the fresh fish? If we still want to make something that is Ashanti. So for me, I just feel like we also have to create something for the next generation. Obviously based on what our ancestors left us. I don't think they decided to just create those things and keep us captive to only that. Don't expand it, don't do anything else, just eat their talk the way it is. But it's very important to respect culture as you do that. Because I create a lot of fusion dishes. And one thing I do is I pick our everyday ingredients. So for example, I know yam is fried yam, pesi, what else? That's it. But then you see me creating something like yam rolls, where I'm putting I'm adding lots of ingredients to it, making the yam a butter, and then putting like corned beef and other things and frying it, which is very delicious. Still making reference to the fact that this is how yam is made. But then yam can actually be expanded and you can try new things with yam. If you pick prekese, how I grew up seeing prekese is used in soups.
Oh, the batwa benkwem.
Yes,
right?
Only soups. But then now you can use prekese to make teas, you can use it to make drinks, you can use it to make even sauces. But the flavor in it is very versatile. Maybe they used it for soup because soups were the only thing they thought they could use it for.
Exactly, education.
Yes, and now we have access to all this information, all these tools. We have blenders. Maybe the reason why they only used Wedre and Wama is because that's what they had at that time. But now I have a food processor which can make fufu as well. So when I do that, I am not insulting the culture. I'm just being innovative while also acknowledging that this is how food is traditionally made. And that's the best way actually. But now I don't have the time, I don't have the space for this. I can use this to be able to create that as well.
Thank you. Innovation, Gen Z, innovation, next generation.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear me? Gen Z, innovation, next generation.
Okay. Fast.
But thank you. So, these kids, like you said, they don't have time. It's either they don't have time or they're just plain lazy when it comes to cooking. And I've realized that they do a lot of fast foods or they eat a lot of fast foods. Now, you're saying you are for it. You are for it. Don't you think that is influencing our kids to forget the entirety of the culture or the entirety of the whole food? Because right now it's just and go, and go, and go. And they forget, I don't know whether they forget or they just decide not to even approach that whole foodness because of innovation and technology.
Okay, I get where you're coming from. And that's why I said that it's still very important to acknowledge the source. And it's still very important to learn. If you want to break a rule, you have to learn the rule first before you break it.
Yeah.
So if I want to maybe make a boom and ampesi fine dining, I cannot make fine dining if I don't know how to make the original one.
Gastronomy.
I cannot make that if I don't know how to make the original one. And so I still heavily advocate for traditional recipes. Like my work revolves around documenting because I feel like one of the things you are missing is documentation. I mean, our culture is very word of mouth and generation to generation, and a lot is lost in translation. So for me, I want to write things down. I want to put it in captions, on voiceovers, in videos, in books. So I still advocate for learning it before you decide to be innovative about it. But also, you're not being innovative in a way where you are acting like, oh, this is bad. I made something better. And for me, I am very respectful when it comes to food. I will not, if I go to a country and I don't like their food that I tried, I will not even post the content.
Right.
But I'm like, I'm not going to perpetuate something that other people are perpetuating.
Yes.
And I see a lot of creators do this, and I'm like, this is not right.
Well, you might, yeah, I mean, same thing.
Exactly. Like, you didn't like it, that's fine. There are other things you would like. So if I don't like it, I will not even post it and say, oh, I hated it. Some people will eat food and throw it out. That is very disrespectful. So it's very, very important to be aware of all these cultural nuances when you are, doing all of these things. But I still feel like innovation is great. But then also, in terms of being innovative, that's why I said it depends on the way you do it. You don't throw away the whole thing and just do something else. You are still going along with it, but then you are changing a few things based on your preferences or your availability and the tools that you have.
Good. Now, I want to find out if you had any challenges and any regrets since you started this journey.
Challenges, plenty. Oh my God, it's been a long journey. I have been a full-time creative for 6 years, since 2020. And when I started, it was not popular. It was just when social media has started like garnering and TikTok was out there and everybody was home and everybody was on their phones. That's when I started. And so it wasn't like as accepted as it is now. Brands were not investing in creatives as they are now. And before then, I was a fashion designer. I was about to complete school and I was still like, what do I even do after school? Because I have so many skills, I don't know where to pass. And food blogging just came in. I started creating videos and I loved it. I liked it. And that is how it started. In terms of challenges, oh my God, one of the biggest has been financial challenges because the work I do is very expensive. Traveling is expensive. The gadgets I use is expensive. Food content, you have to buy ingredients. You have to buy the freshest ingredients. You can't just be buying any. It has to look fine because otherwise they won't watch the video.
Of course.
So I could be in a car right now driving and all that. But one thing about me too is I invest everything I make back into the brand because I know that the reaping time will. I always tell people that this is my sowing time. So like, I'm not even worried about, oh, I'm not getting money this. Although I am, but then I know the time will come where every work, exactly, I'll break through all the work I've been putting in. That is when like everything will start making sense. So in terms of challenges, that is one of them. Number two is, in terms of, I think I would refer you back to the conversation I had early on when I said Nigerians are very supportive and they're very, inclusive and all of that. It's not really the case here in Ghana sometimes. The support is not really there sometimes. A lot of our media houses and media platforms, they would rather talk about a trending thing or a negative thing that's happening than people that are actually doing positive things. Because right now, there are a lot of creatives who are doing amazing things. And you will probably never see it on any media platform, right? I mean, it's getting better. But I feel like as I'm here, I'm telling the media people, please support our creatives. When you see them doing good things, post them, share with other people. Because we are the only ones that can do this for ourselves. Like I said, Nigeria is doing it and they are doing it so well. And I always reference them till we start getting it. Let's push ourselves. It's not only negative. We always say that, oh, negative news sells. No. Once we start changing our minds, we will also see that positive news also sells. So in terms of support, that was also very challenging in the beginning and even now, But things are really getting better now, as I said. And another thing too is the mental load of being a creator is a lot. You don't sleep, you don't rest because you have to conceptualize, come up with an idea. If you are traveling, this and this and that, you want to create content. When we went to Nigeria, I was posting in real time. So we'll go for the event, I'll film the event, edit it and post it before I sleep. Sometimes I have people at 1 a.m. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. the next day. And people behind the scenes, or people who don't see the behind the scenes are like, oh, you're chilling, you're traveling, you're chilling. Take me with you. And they don't know the amount of work, the amount of money and investments you've made to even be able to go on a trip or create that kind of content. And so that is also one challenge. And people always feel like, oh, if you are in the social media space, you're always fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not going through like... That
is a very horrible misconception.
Yes, they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. And even people that you feel like, oh, these are my friends, will check up on me. And they'll be like, oh, I've been seeing your posts, you're fine. You know, so I think that sometimes that is also another thing, like just because somebody's out there, that's my workplace. Just like how even when you're sick, you go to work.
That's your office.
That's my office. I have to show up anyway. So yeah, the challenges have been a lot, but then also the rewards and the fulfillment I get from doing what I do has also been a lot. So
talk of challenges. Have you reached out to, let's say, Ghana Tourism Board, the food section? Have you reached out to some accomplished or some known food critics, food chefs, food bloggers? I mean, in the food industry, have you reached out to anywhere? Because you were saying that there's no support and there's no inclusion. Where you were, I don't want to be so harsh. Yeah, where you were turned down or where you're not given attention.
Hey, this conversation.
You don't have to mention names.
Yeah, I'll mention it.
But at least if you let us know that it has happened.
It has happened several times. So I wrote a book this year. It's a children's book, and even with the conversation you're having about us losing like our traditional recipes and all that, I felt like, okay, I want kids to be able to understand the stories behind the recipes and everything that we do. And so I wrote a children's book. And at that time, I wasn't with my team. So I was just solo. I've been solo for a long time, so I met my team. And I reached out to a number of media houses and people and all of that, and you see people read the message and not respond. And I'm like, I'm asking you for a paid something. Like if I have to pay to be on your platform, I don't mind. Like that is what I put in the message. But then you read the message several times and you don't respond, and it almost looks like it's intentional. And even with like some government bodies, I won't mention names, you send proposals to them or you meet them. And then they'll be like, oh, yes, call me, text me, yes, we'll have a conversation.
And they never respond.
They never respond. And so it's been a bit challenging. I feel like we really always want to wait till people are big before now we want to associate with them. But like I say, the creative space in Ghana, everybody's doing so. Like people are forcing, and this is individual. So imagine if the government starts backing them, these institutions and policymakers start investing in creatives. The things we're going to do is astronomical. We are doing everything, we are bootstrapping. And there's no support. In some countries, even in the US, you see like the White House will do a creators event or this will do a creators event. How can we support you? What are the tools you need? They'll partner with them. They'll give them opportunities. We don't have that here in Ghana. Even when certain monies are mentioned, oh, you're putting $4 million in the creative space. We will never know how that ends or where that goes.
Is that the albums?
No,
that's the ethos.
Yes, so I made a tour in Nigeria, in a hospitality school in Nigeria.
Is this the traditional eto or this is the...
No, this is the plantain, the semi-ripe plantain.
You should have done the raw plantain. Let's see.
This one is my favorite. So the project is called Flavors Beyond Borders. And what we do is we go to different countries to explore like the flavors. We introduce Ghanaian cuisine and we also learn from them. So like a cultural exchange. We partner with like hospitality institutions, creatives, decision makers. The whole goal is how do we push African cuisine out there? How do we introduce more African cuisine into other African countries? So this was Nigeria, and like I said, we have 2 other countries. They didn't have Iowa, so we had to improvise with what they had.
So what is this one called?
This one, they just call it mortar and pestle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we had to, but it came out, it actually came out really good. Because in the beginning, I was actually a bit worried. That's it.
I know they don't make fufu with this, but...
No.
So
they use it to grind
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like a grinder.
Yeah, they use it to grind stuff.
That's interesting. What's that purple thing on the side?
So that is their traditional pear. They call it, Are
they purple now?
Yes, so they put it in hot water.
Looks like aubergine.
No. It actually tastes like pear, but it's sour. So it's kind of an acquired taste.
So avocado?
No, they have avocado, but this one is pear. Yes, this is their pear. When you say pear in Nigeria, they'll give you the...
Oh, that's interesting. And you eat the pear... Is it for you? Do you cook it or it's fresh like this?
So you cook it slightly or you put it in hot water. And then you take
soften
the skin,
it.
Yeah, take the skin off. They were able to eat it with it, but I wasn't because it was my first time trying it and it was a bit sour. Yeah, so like sour with the top, but they were able to eat it because
these people, they like sour stuff a lot.
Yeah, they said they eat it with corn. Yeah, they eat gari with fish.
Well, yeah, of course.
So
gari soakings with yeah.
That would be an interesting combination. When I go again, I'll try it. When I go again, I'll try it.
They have very weird combinations and. Some taste nice. Some
their food is actually good though.
Yeah, I like the greens. That's what I'm saying. I'm a green person. I like and they have a wide range of greens.
They have a wide,
which I wish we can also pay attention to. Do you know boko boko?
Yes.
Why don't we use it in our foods?
It's true. Even a lot of our leaves, like alefi, what's the name of the other one? Shure. We don't really use it. My mom does this contemporary stew. She uses alefi, and it's so good.
I don't know why we don't do that.
You give me an idea.
I don't even know some of our leaves and then the names because I see them in Nigerian dishes, and I go like, cassava leaves. We don't even use it to cook.
Cassava leaves is very popular in
Liberia,
East Africa, especially. Like when I went to
bancho, na mucha bancho na ahabai na
just leave it. Yeah.
Yes, I really like the food cassava leaf. And then is it turtle leaves? Potato leaves.
Okay.
Potato leaves too. We eat cocoyam leaves, which is contemporary, but we don't eat potatoes.
That's true. Like,
maybe I like
these are the questions that you're
that is what I'm asking.
Okay, so now that you've asked, I'll find an answer to it for you. I'll start making
That is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because when I go to the market and I'm looking for boko boko to buy,
you don't find it. Yes, it was very popular.
If it's not contemporary or buma or ayoyo,
and then
or sometimes alefi.
Yes.
Asa,
even shure is not that popular.
You don't get cassava leaves. You don't get potato leaves. You don't. And I'm asking myself, why?
Yeah, that's
even moringa leaves. Moringa no crano. They had to hammer and
before
using it, and it's very difficult because I feel that the ahwadin
it's there. I feel like
in the leaves.
In the north they eat a lot of those things, and I cannot wait to go to the north because
please go there and bring it down to the south.
Yes, I'll definitely be bringing
it.
I'm definitely bringing it. They eat a lot of green stuff, like everything that's a leaf that's not poisonous. They're eating it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I really wish that you also advocate. So unfortunately, I'm not a food person. I would have been.
Yes, I'll add that to my mandates now.
Thank you.
Eating more greens in Ghana. #2026.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So right now, what's the next step? What's coming up for Bibiana?
So, like I mentioned, we have our flagship campaign called Flavors Beyond Borders. That is going to be travel. That's actually my favorite activity, so I'm not complaining. So we are going to go to a lot of African countries.
Who are the we?
Oh, myself and my team.
Your team,
yes. Right. I have one here, the beautiful AJ.
Hi, AJ.
Yeah, so we are going to be going to African countries and just replicate what we did in Nigeria, but on a bigger scale. Collaborate with chefs, culinary people. The goal is we shouldn't be working separately. We should be working together. Because we're always like, whenever there's a census on the best food in the world, African food is not there. Because the people that are doing the census, they have never tasted African food. So we have to start creating our own census. We have to start collaborating and saying that, okay, I'm a Liberian, but I have eaten Ghana Jollof. I'm a Ghanaian, but I've eaten Ngereko in Rwanda. That is the only way, if I'm put on a board to do a census, I'll be able to do it.
Right.
Because sometimes on these boards, there are black people there, but they haven't tried the food, so they cannot make accurate information or decisions. So that is, for me, that is my goal, to become someone who promotes African food culture globally, to make our foods part of that conversation, because there's no way we have 100 list of best foods in the world and we have like 2 or 3 or 5 African countries. No. That's not possible because African food is so rich, it's so diverse, has so much story. So that is the goal for me. I also have a book, like I said, my children's book called The Night the Kitchen Came Alive.
On?
Yes, it's a book about the Ghanaian tools we use, the local tools we use to cook, and some of the local recipes. So there's a toy in there, there's a mori coco. See, I told you that I'm an ambassador. So if you hear it anywhere that you're looking for a toy ambassador, you should come and look for me. So, and one thing I do with that is I take it to the schools. So I have done the first phase where I went to 6 schools. I interacted with the kids, we read the book, we did a cooking session, we did traditional games, just to keep that alive. Because I realized the kids enjoy this so much. They're not doing these things in schools. They're not doing it at home. It's just the iPads and the social media. So we will go there, we will finish, and they're like, Auntie, please don't go. We want to play one last game. We want to cook more food. So it has been something that has been amazing. And now I have the National Commission on Culture partnering with me for the next phase, because they are also the people that uphold culture. So that's also something that I'm looking for.
Where can we find the book, though?
So the book, you can find it at City Reads in Osu and Adenta. So just search City Reads, you'll find the book there.
Is it on any digital platform or not yet?
So we are working on putting it on Amazon, so very soon.
Right, good.
Yeah.
So this is what's in store for you.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want us to know before we wrap up?
A lot. So first of all, please, if you've not followed me,
yes,
go and follow me. It's very, very important. So I think one of the most important things I would say is that we do a lot of vacations as African people, and almost always the question is, I want to go to Dubai. I want to go here. I want to go here. It's even recently that Zanzibar has become very popular.
Which is in Tanzania.
Tanzania, and then Cape Town, South Africa, and all that. But there are so many other beautiful countries you can go in Africa. And one thing I also want to say is that when you go, don't just go and look at the beautiful places, go and try the food. I think that is one thing that we are also missing. People don't try the foods. They'll go to a country and go and eat McDonald's or something like that.
Fried potatoes, American.
Yes, go and try the local food. Like go and cook with the traditional family. Go and experience. Go to the market and see the spice. You don't have to be a food person. Everybody eats. So that would really, I feel like culinary tourism, it's very, very important.
Let me advise this. And as you're doing that, let me just chip in here.
Okay.
Please take your Martin's liver salt with you, and then and then add your collodium and your Imodium.
Oh my God!
Yes. Have you had that experience before?
No,
okay,
actually,
not yet. But everybody's stomach is different. Yeah, that's what I said. Not yet.
Yeah.
Everybody's stomach is different. So just carry all that with you as you're trying the other food.
But I do travel with those things just in case. But I haven't had that issue yet. Yes, I mean, if you are traveling to even if you are going to the US or the UK, the food is going to be different. Mm-hmm. So you have to kind of make preparations for that. So yeah, that is the first thing I'll say. Let's all. I know that traveling within Africa is very expensive, and anytime I get a platform, I'm always like, I'm calling on like the government and the airlines, whoever can make those decisions to do something for us. The AU, all the other ones, ECOWAS, let's do something, because the taxes on the flights is the reason why we are suffering. Because you see the flights is like 10% and everything else is taxes. So if we are able to cut down on some of these, it will make it easier. If I'm going to Rwanda and I have to pay 4,000 cedis. I'll go like 3 times a year.
Yes.
You get it. So if we want to encourage tourism within Africa, we have to work on
the budget,
the prices, the budget, so that it's budget friendly for people to travel. And number 2, like I said, we are the custodians of our own culture and our own food. So we have to tell the stories. You know, people will go to restaurants and eat sushi or something and take a picture and post on their page. When you go to fufu joint, you won't see any picture because fufu is local. But that is ours.
That is ours, exactly.
That eating with your hand, that is our story. Eating with your friend, that's our story. So we have to be our custodians. We have to own the narrative. And I mean, like I said, social media has made it very easy and beautiful, and so many wonderful people are doing this. But there's still more work to be done. Fufu and jollof alone being global is not enough. Even if fufu is Nigerian, fufu is not good.
And eto.
Eto. So let's say that, okay, we are giving ourselves 1 year. We are taking 10 Ghanaian meals global. Mm. And it's not just the ones in the South. There has to be representation across board. And for me, that is one of my goals.
Good.
If I talk goes global, I just know that it's me. I'm taking my flowers right now. So we have to own the narrative. We have to start sharing it and be proud of what we have, because that is ours, you know. So that's what I'll tell people.
Right, what are your favorite restaurants? Give me about 2 or 3 favorite local restaurants.
Okay.
It cuts across restaurants, chop bar, eateries that serve local foods in Ghana. Okay,
so I like Nyonyo. Nyonyo has very good jollof. Like anytime I sit somewhere, I tell people that the jollof is so good. Okay. I also like Ayiwan by Jane. Okay. Fufu is I heard Sunday fufu is so good. And
where can we find Ayiwan by Jane?
Achimota Mile 7.
Thank you.
Right.
Where we find Nyonyo?
Nyonyo is at the AMA. The AMA, the AMA building.
The last one.
Yes, and then there's this place I went to eat fufu. So they're called Tree Under. I think.
Tree Under is in Italy, gone.
Yes. When I ate their fufu, I was like, okay, finally I have gotten the Kumasi taste, because no Kumasi fufu is different from Accra fufu. You're a Kumasi.
I have a lot of local joints in Accra here.
You have to tell me.
That tastes like. I'm a local girl. When I'm going there, I cover my face and then I wear shades.
And they will see you.
I go there.
Yeah, Tree Under too is very nice. So yeah.
All right. We're going to do these fast-paced questions.
Okay.
I'm going to mention them.
Let's go.
Pizza or jollof? I know you say jollof.
Jollof rice. Pizza.
Hey, if you cook for one famous person, who would it be?
The President, John Dramani. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
What's one ingredient you can never cook without?
I love garlic.
Okay.
Yeah, garlic.
Who is the better cook at home, you or mom or dad, sister, brother, who's the better cook at home?
My mom, definitely.
If your cooking style were an animal, what would it be and why? If your cooking style was an animal. For me, I would take a parrot. I'm very flamboyant and colorful.
Oh, okay.
So I'll take a parrot. So if your cooking style were an animal, what would it be and why?
I'll take a cat. Because I love cats. And also, cats are very selective with their affection. So I'm very selective when it comes to people I cook for. So that's what I would say.
Mommy, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you in the kitchen?
So, wait. Yes, I was blending something and then the blender just burst and everything came out.
Bash.
Bash.
Is it on your page?
No, no.
You should be doing the BTS.
I was too frustrated to even think about content.
I mean, I can make BTS. Okay, so what's harder, cooking and the time or answering the judges?
Cooking
and the time, pressure.
Okay.
Or answering judges' questions. Which is harder?
Cooking under pressure, because I like.
It's like cooking for the president under 10 minutes. Okay, let's say under 20 minutes, and then after you've cooked, judges who have also eaten the food.
Oh God, it's the judges. The face they will give you alone, like pressure.
Okay, so we have a show on Joy Prime called Big Chef Junior.
Okay.
And we launched it not long ago, and we are rolling out with it. And there are kids between, let's say, 7 to 14.
Oh.
And they are contestants and they are cooking. If you were a kid on that show, what's the first meal you would cook?
I feel like you know
At all?
At this point, it's too obvious. Let me choose something else. Maybe angamo too. I love angamo. I feel like angamo is also very easy to make.
Okay.
I love angamo, yeah.
And if by any chance you win that competition, Big Chef Junior, what would you do?
I'll tell my parents I wish use the money to travel.
Who do you look up to? Who's your mentor?
So I don't really have someone I look up to, but I have people that I take inspiration from. So my mom is one of the people that I really take inspiration from. Like, she's had it very hard in life, but she keeps forging forward. She's someone who is very content, and she's also a peacemaker. I'm not always a peacemaker, but anytime I'm in that mood, I'm like, let me think about my mom. I also have like people like this food blogger in Nigeria called Diary of a Kitchen Lover. She's doing amazing. She's a go-getter. I take a lot of inspiration from her and a couple of other people. Yeah.
Now, the last question here was, which African country is your dream destination that you haven't visited yet?
I have a number. Cape Verde.
Okay. I was there.
Oh,
you
okay.
like it?
How was it?
You can tour the whole country in one day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
You like it? A lot of diversity because there are a lot of half-caste people there.
Oh, okay.
Because they were colonized by the Portuguese.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of us there. That's the first country I went in and I was like,
you fit in.
Exactly. So you love Cape Verde.
Yeah, and then Seychelles and Sao Tome and Principe.
These three, they are islands.
Benin to
okay.
Doing
Lots of diversity as well. Good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
ChefLifestyle. Thank you very much. Are you open to collaborations?
Yes, I am.
Please let them know how to contact you, whether social media or number.
Okay, so I am on social media, like I said, ChefLifestyle. We have another Flavors Beyond Borders coming. We are going to 2 countries, so I'm open to collaborations, food brands, airlines, travel and tour companies, just fashion brands. Just come and let's collaborate. Let's put African food on the map. You can send me an email, cheflifestyle@bloomirisagency.com, or just send me a DM on any of my socials and we can take it over from there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. When can I invite you to do me these dishes that I like?
Oh, anytime. Anytime I'm ready. Let's do something together.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Well, there you have it. One of the biggest chefs, food tourists in Ghana and Africa, since she travels a lot.
Yeah.
You can have a seat. Oh, have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. It's my time, so let's do that.
Sure.
And we are so grateful to have you on. Yes,